as triple Old God Rogue. Gonna keep my Cthulhu cards. Oh no, I don't really like Foundless. I don't think it's good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's something the control the board loves. It's Curve Stone and a lack of critical decision making. And ladies and gentlemen, that is specifically what this hand offers us.
Trust me.
Curve Stone and a lack of critical decisions. Pyro as well. Literal Curve Stone in the hand here. Holy shit. Let's take a second. Got our 1-drop on turn 1, 2-drop on turn 2. Coin one of the 4s. Play the other 4. Play the 5. Play the 6. Gonna play back in her and trade into Pyros. Arcane Intellect. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's Reno Mage, by the way. Ooh, Pillager.
I don't have enough.
I think we still coin the Shredder. Just the stickiest minion, the strongest one in my opinion, so I'm gonna jam it with that. I know it's not literally the strongest because it doesn't have 5 attack like Pillager, but it's strong. Suzzle, appreciate the host. How's your stream, my man? Welcome, everybody. How you guys doing from Simon's stream? My name is Control the Board. I'm the broadcaster. Welcome. What's good? It's good PvT parts. How you doing, bro? Shadow Step. That's kind of good. Think I'm gonna play Pillager here.
Thank you. This way.
And just go face.
What to do? What to do?
Death does not scare me.
Death Lord is cooling. Some would say it's booling. Always backstab. Never lucky.
Careful.
This way.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this is not a thick board, I do not know what a thick board is. Blizzard incoming. Uh-oh. Primordial Glyph, control the board fans absolutely hate to see that. Come on, just ping and hope for Doomsayer and don't roll Doomsayer. Come on. It's easy. Oh, give me that coin, yes. Toto, appreciate that follow, welcome, bro. Okay. Whoa, you did that there? Okay, interesting. So this turn's actually not as straightforward as it seems. So we've got 13 on board. We could Shadowcaster Sylve. My only problem then is our only activators for it are Disciple of Cthulhu, Abyss, Backstab, and Vilespine. Blade of Cthulhu is also an activator. Whereas you can, like, I don't know, Shadowcaster just feels like it can get better. But maybe it can't, and just playing the 5/5 here is good. Because alternatively our play is like Mimic Pod, Coin, Cthulhu.
Let none survive.
I can always Shadow Step that too. It's so funny, dude. Shadow Step makes this deck so much better. I'm just gonna pass. Yep. Skill Strike is cool. Okay, so he's gotta have Reno next turn. This could also be Counterspell, Mana Binder, Spellbender, and then we would not lose here instantly. So we should probably do that first. Just see what we draw. Elder's not bad. Wait, coin.
Let none survive. You're sure?
Okay, so the opponent's forced on something like Keelbot, Reno, something along those lines.
Listen closely.
Mimic Pod also adds kind of new dynamic to this deck as well, because you can high roll another Old God. There's just a lot of relevant cards in this deck that you can get a second copy of. Like Journey Below for value, Blade of Cthulhu for removal, Vilespine for removal, Reno Jackson for extra healing, any of the Old Gods for extreme value, and all that kind of shit. Is this the bottom right, ladies and gentlemen? That's kind of lame. I really wanted to get my Old Gods off. But good game. Turns out Curve Stone Rogue is pretty good. I'll definitely take the W though. No complaints. I swear I did not ask for it. Okay, so our opponent's Reno Mage. I honestly think I'm just looking for curve minions. I could keep Journey below to kind of fill that curve, because in most cases I'm not going to get a 1-drop. My only one is Mistress of Mixtures, so I don't think it's too consistent that we're going to get it. Seems weird to keep it, but it's just a card where I can pick something greedy. Not like a new Barak greedy, but greedy that... It's like, say like a Piloted Shredder or Tomb Villager. I could pick that for turn 4. I think that we still want Pillager over Toshli just because we can play it immediately. The spare part's kind of interesting in this deck though, and definitely adds new dynamic to it, so I think I'm going to pick it just because Toshli's fun. Although I do think Pillager's better. I am going to go for Toshli just because I don't have the card and I like to use it. And pass. Phoenix IRL Pixel Fun, thank you for the 200 bits, bro. Appreciate it a lot, my man. How you doing? What's good?
I hope you like my invention.
I'm here for the good Christian gameplay? Fuck yeah, dude, that's what I like to hear. Just gonna go for the dagger and swing. Based on the novice, maybe you switch to Freeze Mage, actually. We just played him last game. We'll see though. This was the same opponent that you queued yesterday and they insta-conceded before the game. That's when you know you're good at Hearthstone and have truly asserted dominance over your opponent.
Thank you.
Gonna coin the Pillager here. You could Fireball it, it's fine though. I don't really want to Mimic Pod pass and just let him ping his Acolyte. It's not what I want to do. I'll let him do that. Frostbolt my 5-4 and trade. I'm happy with that. Well, I'm not super excited, but it's a play that I'll let him do. Gives me the coin. There's always the opportunity that you won't have it as well, just like that. We can just go Thalamus, go back in here, and go face. So with the Pillager scoop on turn 3, we really got rewarded for picking Toshli, because now we have a strong curve play then. Something else that's really, really cool is the spare part activates Vilespine as well. Just fucking nuts.
I'll show them. I'll show them.
Yes, sir, guy tilts pretty easily, I think. It's part of the club. Okay, so we're gonna go Mimic Pod here and see what's good. Okay, so that doesn't seem like it's that high value, but that's kind of good. That's kind of really good, actually. Yeah, it's kind of really good. Okay, so it looks like he switched up his strategy and is now playing Freeze Mage. I mean, it's possible that he's not, because we haven't seen a 2-of yet. It could still be his Reno build. But if you look at our hand, guys, we have Reno Jackson and double Shadow Step. So he's playing Freeze Mage, goes for like some Alex Straza 2-turn play. We just gotta heal 15. And if he doesn't run Kobold, he won't have a true OTK, which means we can just do the healing thing twice. The healing thing twice, sorry. Or we could just play Cthulhu and, you know, hit him in the head. Gonna go for the Toshli here. So we're at 8 cards, he clears this and he clears this. Then unfortunately we do overdraw. I don't think there's anything we're gonna do about that though. I think we're just gonna pass and let him overdraw us if he can. Reno Jackson is gonna be the most important card in this matchup, and we already have it. It's good, Sean. How you doing, man? Oh man, Blizzard. Okay, so we get the coin, which is great. And he passes, okay. So I do think I have to commit the Disciple here.
You were my final game.
I could honestly stealth something as well. I'm trying to think when the stealth will actually be better in this matchup. And I think the point where the stealth will be better is to guarantee a Cthulhu bounce. Like bounce back. Does that make any sense? So on turn 10 I could go Cthulhu Coin Silence, or Coin Finicky Cloak Field, not Silence, Stealth. And then I could go Shadow Step Cthulhu into Shadow Step Cthulhu. The only opportunity to get punished here is where he clears both, because then again we do overdraw, right? But if we're thinking with this line in mind, it's actually pretty good against Freeze Mage. And that's the second Blizzard, so we do in fact know that he is in fact not playing Reno, but Freeze Mage. So pings like this are extremely relevant. So I think I'm actually going to go in on this line, because we should be able to win with this hand already. I wasn't really explaining my entire thought process too well there, my bad. So that was kind of my logic. Is that the minion on being on board could actually accomplish something? Face, hero power. Let's get it. Hello, Eggity, how are you? Yeah, going in on that counter Q already at rank 7 this early in the season. Kind of weird, huh? He's like, my Reno mage deck can't beat, you know, controls Reno rogue deck. So let me queue up my legendary freeze mage deck real quick to OTK him. See, I'm not sure if he even knows we're playing Reno. We didn't play any wacky cards last game.
I'll show them all.
This game, he's seen the Cthulhu cards, so it's probably looking a little bit wacky to him. Oh, this is good. So we have 7 on board and 10 from hand. So if they all hit face, we win, which is never going to happen, but it could. It never happens, but it's possible. I almost just like playing Cthulhu go face. Get him down to 12.
Here we go.
Dagger his face. And shut us up. Okay. So we're gonna go for a little bit of a different line than planned, just because playing Cthulhu there made sense to keep the board. And it literally sets it up, right? We have 11 in hand now. He has to freeze face, freeze minions, and we could also draw, I guess absolutely nothing. We have no draws right now. Okay, so this is when it gets problematic. Can Reno, Sap, because he can't Alex and Ice Block in the same turn, so he kind of forces his hand here. So what we want to do is play Reno Jackson, we want to Abyss his face, and then just go in.
We're gonna be rich.
It's a pretty simple turn, and should lock the game.
Here we go.
Just because we do have Cthulhu as well, he's going to have to play an Ice Block next turn, and that won't be able to accomplish too much. He knows we have Cthulhu in hand, so if he Alexes his face, he effectively has 23 health. And we have 10, 16, 20 damage, so we're actually not there next turn in that case. But that would be fine because he would be Alexing his own face. So that's probably what he would do. Hey Jaguar, sub-control, congrats on second place. I want to know how viable Mech Mage is in Wild. Not very viable, my man. Mech Mage is not a very good deck. Okay, so he's going for the burn route where he's trying to set up 2 turn. There's probably some scenario in his deck where he probably draws into something that gets him there. We're just going to pop here. And this should be guaranteed for next turn. Ask Wheels, appreciate that sub, my man. Welcome to the board. You've been purified. Thank you so much for that support. I appreciate you, Ask Wheels. Thank you so much. Welcome. This W right here is for you. Gonna shout us up Reno, play it again, just heal for 9 and be extra safe this game. And just develop the Shredder and Dagger up, I think, is what we're gonna do here. I believe the game is now locked and we always do win. I don't think there's a way for him to come back with a standard Freeze Mage deck anymore. I believe. And yo, Nightwear, what's up, bro? How you doing, my man? Thank you, dude. I think my plays were pretty amazing this game. Good Shredder placement? Yeah, my Shredder placement was trash. It was bad, man. How many turns did the Huckster and the Vilespine hit face for? Because I know we tempoed the Huckster and then the Vilespine to clear Thalnos. But I figured that these 2 minions have put in a lot of work this game.
I wonder.
And it also turns out that Mimic Pod into Shadow Step is really good in this deck. Really, really good in this deck. I don't know who would have guessed that. And Dooley, I think I'll pass on the 80 gold, man. Thank you for the offer, though. Appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I'll pass, dude.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, so the opponent is a little bit PJ salty. You got a rope before he pings himself in the face. It's really unfortunate when your opponent counter Qs you and then loses still. That's always really funny. And another funny thing is counter queuing Old God's Rogue. That is extremely meme-worthy. I'm gonna hit him with that greetings and then go for the Cthulhu. Check this out.
Happy midsummer.
Happy Midsummer. Shoot the 3. Forgotten 1991. Appreciate that follow, brother. Nice counter Q, son.